Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah. I am a yoga instructor and a cat mom, and today on this beautiful, beautiful Sunday, I'm going to be moving you all through about a 25-minute hip opening flow. So put on something comfy, grab a glass of tea, and then meet me in Tadasana on your mat. Coming to our Tadasana, so feet can be touching or at hip distance. So hip distance is going to be 2 of your fist prints in between your big toes. Or, of course, you can have big toes touching with a slight space found in between your heels. You're going to root down through your feet, straightening your legs, so sending the weight of your body down into your feet. You're pulling your lower belly in and up, ever so slightly. And then you're taking deep inhales and exhales. Bringing hands to heart center, or you can place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. And we're just going to take 10 deep breaths here. Taking our inhale and filling ourselves up as deep as we can, and then trying to match that length with your exhale. Sending the exhale out. And then inhale, notice something about your inhale. Exhale, send your exhale out. Taking in a big inhale, maybe even feeling yourself grow a little taller with your inhale. Exhale, feel your core pull in and up. Inhale, feel yourself grow a little bit taller. And then see if as you exhale, this time you feel the weight of your body sinking down below you, even deeper. Inhale, filling yourself up. Exhale, sinking deeper into the pose, so deeper into your engagement and deeper into the mat. Inhale, filling yourself up. And then with your next inhale, we'll bring hands to the side. Taking one more deep exhale out as you sink even deeper into the mat below you. Pulling the knees, pulling your knees up towards your face. So engaging the thighs. Exhale, pull your core in and up. And then with your next inhale, look up, stretch up. Maybe even offer something up, and then exhale, fold. See if you can keep a flat back as you fold. So folding from your hips, moving all the way into the direction of your toes. And then slide the hands up the shins and bring the shoulders in line with the hips. Send the hips back. Let the stomach kind of move to the floor as you pull the heart through the arms. Exhale, fold. 2 more times. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to your flat back, hips and shoulders aligning, heart pulling through the arms. Exhale, fold. Fold even deeper than you did the last time. Send your hips up to the ceiling. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, swing the arms out around and up. As you start to rise up, as you start to reach up, look up, stretch up. Exhale, fold. Coming all the way down into your forward fold. Exhaling out completely. Inhale, rise halfway up. Send the hips behind you. Find that nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reach up, stretch up, look up. Take a big inhale. Engage the core as you exhale, fold. Inhale, rise halfway up. Pull the shoulder blades together behind you and then exhale, fold. Fold so deep, knees bend, hands plant. And we'll step the left foot as far back as we can take it. And then lower that knee down onto the mat. So our front knee should be a little bit behind or directly over that front knee, just not passing over. So when it passes over, that brings us to irritation and injury. So to move away from that irritation and the possibility of injury, we send the hips up and we wiggle that front foot forward to take the knee a little bit behind or directly over the front ankle. Root down through that front foot. Engage your core, and on an inhale, rise up. Maybe even reach up. Or of course you can bring your hand to your thigh, Pulling your core in and up, find a drishti, a non-moving point somewhere on the floor. And then sink into this pose. So whether your hips are down low or whether they're up high, give in as if a weight is tied to your hips and it's pulling you into this pose. So sinking into the pose. Allowing your hips to sink and come back to that feeling of inhale rising and exhale sinking. And you might not sink deeper, but you might just sink deeper into the weight of your body in that front foot and into that core engagement. 2 more times. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink. Inhale, rise. Exhale. This time as we sink, the hands come onto the mat right in between the front foot and that back knee. And then we'll start to move the hips over that back knee. Starting to pull the front toes back to the face. And you can keep as deep as a bend as you need in this front leg. Or you can straighten it out, just not locking it out. So keeping a nice gentle bend. Pulling the toes back to your face. Back hips aligning directly over that back knee. You can be on fingertips or you can be on palms. And then inhale, think about pulling your heart to the toes. Think about that flat back. So send the hips back behind you. Pull the heart through the arms towards your foot. And then exhale, give the knee a kiss. So just fold. Maybe you don't reach the knee, maybe you kiss the space around it. Inhale, pull the heart to the toes. Exhale, fold. 1 more time, giving the knee a kiss. We inhale, rise halfway, heart to toes, and then exhale, give the knee a kiss. Inhale, rise up, pull heart to toes, and then exhale, lower that foot all the way back down into our low lunge. Tuck those back toes and lift that back knee. Plant that left hand, and on an inhale, start to reach that right hand up, opening the heart to the right as you look up towards that hand. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, sink into that left hand and that right foot. Inhale, reach. Keeping the core engaged as you exhale, sink. Inhale, 1 more time, we reach. Exhale, the hand finds the floor. Start to send the hips up as you step the front foot back to meet the other. And then come into a high plank. So lower hips in line with shoulders, or maybe you drop the knees into a low plank. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, lower the whole body to the floor. Inhale, pull heart, chest, shoulders, belly, neck, and head up off the mat. Pull the heart through the arms here in our cobra, and then exhale, fold. Push up onto hands and knees. High plank, and then back up into a downward facing dog. So hips are rising behind us. We're sinking into our feet. We're sinking into the hands. We're engaging the core and we're rising the hips behind us with every inhale and sinking into our hands and our feet with every exhale. Trying to move stomach back towards thighs. Take 1 more big inhale here. Exhale, sink the weight into the right foot as you lift that left leg behind you. And then exhale, just start to bring it through center so that we can move that left foot in between the hands. And maybe you use your hand to guide the foot there. Dropping onto that back knee. Inhale, we rise up. Remembering that front knee directly over or a little bit behind front ankle, just not passing over. Our core is engaging and hands can be lifted or they can be gently placed on that front knee. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink. And remember, whether your hips are really close to the mat or whether they're far away, don't run away and tighten up in this pose. Try to surrender to this pose. Give in and feel that weight sinking your hips down closer to the mat, wherever you are. Inhale, find some length in the spine. Exhale, sink. Keep core engaging and really rooting down through that front foot. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink. 1 more time, we inhale, rise. And this time as we exhale, hands find the mat. Right in between front foot and back knee, and we start to send the hips back as we pull toes, left toes to the face. So back knee is directly under the hips. The left toes are pulling to the face, and you have as deep as a bend as you need in that front leg. And then inhale, pull hard towards toes. Exhale, give the knee a kiss. Notice something different about this side. As you inhale, maybe you notice you can inhale deeper or pull the heart closer to the toes. And maybe as you exhale on this side, you can kiss the knee a little bit more. Inhale, maybe you notice the opposite. Exhale, honoring those differences, and we'll move through one more, allowing our breath to try to even out both sides. Inhale, heart to toes. Exhale, give the knee a kiss. Inhale, heart to toes. Exhale, bend that knee and lower all the way back down into your low lunge. Flex the back foot. Engage that knee off the mat. Take right hand directly under that right shoulder, and then inhale, start to twist. So open the chest to the left. Reach the left hand up. Root down through that front foot. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sink. Keeping your core engaging as you really root down through your hands and your hand and your front foot. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sink. Feel that nice stretch down that back leg. Inhale, one more time, we reach. Exhale, we sink. Hand finds the mat. And we start to send the hips back so we can step front foot back to meet the back. Coming into a downward facing dog. And then inhale, high plank. Look to the front of your mat. You can always send it down into low plank. Lower all the way belly to the floor. Pull heart, pull chest, shoulders, belly, neck, and head off the mat as you pull the heart through the arms. Think about pulling the mat back to your hips, and then exhale, fold. Push up into tabletop, high plank, downward facing dog. Take one big inhale here. Exhale, send it out. Inhale, rise up on the tippy toes, bend the knees, look forward, and then exhale, make your way into that forward fold. Inhale, rise halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, reach up, stretch up, look up. Hands, exhale to heart center. We're gonna move through that one more time, one breath to one movement. So sink down through your feet as you exhale, and then inhale, reach it up. Keep core engaging and legs engaging as you exhale, fold. Sending the hips back and then up towards the ceiling as you fold in the direction of the toes. Inhale, flat back. Shoulders in line with hips, heart pulling through the arms. Exhale, fold so deep, hands plant. And we step the left foot back behind us, lowering down onto that left knee as we exhale. Inhale, we rise up. Exhale, hands come to the mat. Inhale, pull the heart through the arms. Exhale, half splits. Straight leg, hips over back knee, toe to pulling towards face. Inhale, heart to toes. Exhale, low lunge. Tuck back toes. Plant left hand, lift knee off the mat. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, hand to mat, high plank. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, down onto your mat. Inhale, cobra. Lifting shoulders, belly, neck, and head. Pull heart through the arms. Exhale, fold. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, plank. Take an inhale here and then exhale, downward facing dog. Fill yourself up on an inhale, exhale, sink into that right foot as you lift the left leg behind you. Inhale, left foot in between hands. Lowering down onto that back knee. Inhale, we rise, we reach up, we stretch up. Exhale, hands to floor, half splits. Take an inhale, exhale, hips over back knee, toes pulling to the face, as deep as a bend in that front leg as you need. Inhale, heart to toes. Exhale, low lunge. Plant right hand, engage back toes onto the mat. Lift back knee. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, hand to mat. High plank or low plank. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, elbows into rib cage as you lower all the way down to your mat. Inhale, lift chest, shoulders, belly, neck, and head, pulling heart through arms, cobra. Exhale, fold. Push up onto hands and knees. High plank, downward facing dog. And then wiggle out the feet, pedaling one foot and then the other. Take Taking big inhales and big exhales. And then inhale, we rise up on the tippy toes and we bend our knees and then we look forward. Exhale, make your way into that forward fold at the front of your mat. Exhaling out completely here. Inhale, rise halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reach up, look up, stretch up. And then exhale, step your feet wide. Pointing toes out to the corner of the room. And then start to wiggle your hips from side to side. Taking up a breath, get silly with it, just move the hips. Open something up as you lower the hips in line with the knees. Coming into our goddess pose. So hips are sinking and our hands are pushing our knees open. And just rock side to side. Inhale, pulling the heart up. Exhale, sinking the hands deeper into the knees. Opening the knees up. So the hands aren't placed on the knees. They're actually a little bit above the knees, so on the thighs. And you're just opening the hips with your hands. And then take an inhale. Exhale, sink the hips, engage your core, and maybe, just maybe, you lift the hands. Inhale, spring it up, stretch up. Exhale, step it back to center. Hands to heart center. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift that right leg up behind you. Flex those toes and then bring right knee to right elbow. Keep that right foot flexed as you kind of just turn that ankle a little bit under that left leg and then lower down. Lower that right leg to the floor, lower left knee to the floor, and just start to walk your hips as far down to the mat as possible. And if you're noticing that your hips are sinking to the right, maybe grab a book, or just think about pulling that left hip forward and that right hip back. So if you're grabbing a book, it's going to be placed under that right hip. And then wherever you are, really flex those right toes, look over that left shoulder, check that your ankle is in line with your hip, and then look over the right shoulder and see if you can just ever so slightly turn the toes in towards midline. Inhale, center. Exhale here. Inhale, pull the heart through the arms, and exhale, maybe you start to fold. If you're feeling any pain in your knee, go ahead and rise up and pull that ankle as close to the hips as possible and really focus on that flexing in your right toes. Inhale, pull the heart forward wherever you are. Exhale, sink. 2 more times. Inhale, pull the heart forward. Exhale, sink. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, sink. And then rise all the way up. If that book is under your hips, go ahead and move it out of the way. Sink down onto that right hip completely so you can pull left leg forward. So left leg is kind of going to be off the mat in this wide stance, and the right foot is going to be placed on that left thigh. And then inhale, we reach up. Exhale, we come into a twist, so we open the arms to the left. Inhale, right hand reaches forward as the left hand reaches back. Keep heart moving over that left leg. And then inhale, hands will touch above us. Exhale, start to trace the line of your ceiling down to the wall in front of you. Inhale, reach to the wall in front of you, and then exhale, just let the hands fall. Inhale, pull the heart to toes. Exhale, sink. Sink into your sitting bones, so don't let your butt rise up off the mat. Inhale, heart to toes. Exhale, sink. 1 more time. Inhale, heart to toes. Exhale, sink. And then slowly inhale, rise yourself all the way back up. Bring the hands to the outside of the right hip and pull that left leg, just bending it, coming into this little mermaid seat. So knees are in front of you and both feet are facing towards the left. And then you'll crawl yourself into our tabletop. Center yourself on your mat and then tuck toes, rise up into high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise up on the tippy toes. Exhale, sink that right foot into the mat as you inhale, lift left leg behind you. Exhale, knee to elbow, so left knee to left elbow. Flex left toes as you kind of cross that foot just a little bit under that right leg, and then lower foot, lower knee, lower right knee as you start to kind of walk your hips back. Sinking as much as you need, so you can stay with your hips really high away from the mat, or you can sink as low to the mat as possible. But remember, we're not sinking onto that left hip. We're trying to imagine that we're getting the center of our hips to touch the mat. And remember, if you feel any pain in that knee, try to pull that left leg as close to the hips as possible and really focus on that flexing of the left toes. Inhale, pull heart forward. Exhale, sink. Inhale, heart towards the front of the room. Exhale, sink. Sinking into this pigeon pose, really feeling that stretching of that left hip. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, fold. 2 more times. Inhale. Find some length in the spine, and then exhale, maybe you fold a little bit deeper. Inhale, last time we pull the heart forward. Exhale, we start to rise ourselves up. Sinking, moving that block, so if you use the block on this side, sink down onto that left hip after moving the block. And then pull that right leg forward. Right leg reaching out to the side of your mat. Left foot to right thigh. Inhale, we reach up. Exhale, left arm comes forward as you open the chest to the right. Right hand reaching behind you. Inhale, touch the wall in front of you and the wall behind you. Exhale here. Inhale, hands touch above you as you keep the heart moving over that right leg. Inhale, touch the ceiling. Exhale, start to trace your arms along the ceiling, along the wall in front of you. Inhale, touch the wall in front of you. Exhale, let hands find the mat. Inhale, pull the heart towards toes. Exhale, fold. 2 more times. Inhale, heart to toes. Exhale, fold. Inhale, heart to toes. Exhale, sinking into your sitting bones behind you. Inhale, rise halfway. Pull heart to toes. Exhale, rise it all the way up. And then moving into butterfly, so move that left foot a little bit away from the thigh so you can bring right foot to touch. Left. Bring the feet a little bit farther away from your hips. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your stomach. Pull the shoulders up. Exhale, roll them back and down. Maybe turn the right ear to the right shoulder. Left ear to left shoulder. And then sink head back into neutrality, so stacking over the shoulders, shoulders over hips. And come back to your breath. Notice your breath. Is there anything different about your breath now than when we first noticed it at the beginning of class? Allow your breath to sink you back into your body. And if you want to stay in butterfly, you can, or you can just cross the legs into a comfy seat. Hands at heart and one at stomach, or you can always drop them into your lap, or bring both to heart center. And take 5 breaths. 5 deep inhales and deep exhales. Making these the deepest breaths you've taken all class. And then allow a smile to creep across your face as you honor yourself and thank yourself for taking time out of your day to simply be with yourself. Notice that smile. Notice that sweet, sweet feeling you're feeling inside of yourself. And know that you created this feeling. And that you can create this feeling whenever and wherever you wish. So to keep that in mind, we bring fingers to forehead. To allow for clear, happy, loving thoughts. To always be with us when we speak to ourselves. We bring hands to lips. To allow for clear, happy, and loving communications. To always be with us when we speak to others. And then we bring hands back to heart center. To allow for clear, happy, and loving intentions. To always be with us as we step off our mats and go into the world. Namaste. Thank you all so much for moving and practicing with me today. It was an honor to be able to move with you and to move you through such a lovely, lovely hip opening class. If you liked this class and you want to see more, go ahead and hit that big thumbs up button down below and let me know that you like this content. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about today's flow, or if you just want to talk and tell me what your favorite part of today's flow was, go ahead and comment it down in the comment section and I will get to it as soon as I see it. And of course, if you haven't already followed me already, while you're down there in the comment section, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And yeah, I will see you all in my next video. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, namaste.